Who loves fried rice? Everyone. Who loves kimchi? People are coming around. Almost everyone. Who loves processed cheese? Everyone. Even the people who lie and say they don't. And today, with my kimchi fried rice, you're gonna get all three. You're welcome. Hey everybody, my name is Tim. I am the Dizzy Daddy, and today I have a very special dish for you. I love this personally. I love fried rice. I love kimchi. I love processed cheese, and I'm not afraid to say it. And this dish puts all three together. Now this is something that I did put together myself. I never checked the internet to see if there is a kimchi fried rice recipe out there, but I'm willing to bet that there is one. But this is my take on it, and if I do say so myself, it is delicious. Are you ready? No? Let's go anyway. So this is what we're gonna need. It looks like a lot, but once we get going, it all goes in pretty smoothly. 2.5 cups worth of cooked white rice, a couple pieces of processed cheese, Kraft singles, half a cup of sliced pork belly. You can always use ham or different cuts of pork, pretty much whatever. Chicken, fried rice in general is very versatile. About half a cup of onions, just white onions. And I have some extra onions and I guess that's a little bit of chopped lettuce in there. We had taco night last night, so I'm gonna throw that in too with my onions. I also had some leftover edamame, so I'm gonna throw those in too. Green onions that we're gonna use as garnish at the end there. Egg, we're gonna beat that up and we're gonna put that in as well. Got half a cup of kimchi that I've diced up there. Salt and pepper, gochujang. If you don't have that, you can always use sriracha, that's no problem. Ketchup, fish sauce, and sesame oil. There's a couple things that we gotta get together before we get this all going, so let's do that. So one of the first things we gotta do is make a flavoring sauce. With normal fried rice, you generally flavor it with soy sauce, but for this, I'm gonna make a sauce that's very similar to the sweet and spicy sauce that you get on Korean fried chicken. A tablespoon of ketchup, about a tablespoon plus of gochujang, about a teaspoon of sesame oil, and you know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna add just half a teaspoon of honey. And mix that all up. Okay, so that's mixed up, but it's a little thick, so I'm just gonna put about half a tablespoon of warm water in there, just to loosen it up a bit. We're good to go. Next, we're just gonna prep our processed cheese here, American cheese or Kraft singles, and just cut them up fine. Now they are gonna stick together, but that's alright. And we'll set that aside. We've got a wok here heating over medium heat. Now it's been heating up for a little bit. It's getting fairly hot, so we can start with our pork. Now, if you're using pork belly, no oil to start, okay? Because there's so much fat in these things that it's gonna render a ton of oil or a ton of fat into the pot, so we don't need to start with any oil. If you're using chicken or some other stuff, you can add a touch of sesame oil or canola. So go in with our pork belly and our onion. This leftover stuff is a bit smaller, so I'll save that till a little further on here. That's looking good, so I think we can go in with our leftover smaller onions and lettuce there. Again, that's the beauty of fried rice. You can pretty much put anything in there as long as it sort of balances out with everything else. So let's season this up a little bit. Just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of fish sauce. So we're just about ready to put this to the side. As soon as we do, we'll go right in with our egg and rice, and I'll show you how we put it all together. Okay, so we've got that in here. We're gonna go in with the egg. So we're gonna give this a bit of a beat. And right into the pork fat that's already in there. And scramble that up, make our scrambled eggs. And right away, go in with our rice. Sort of cut up the egg into the rice. Let's add our leftover edamame, as well as our kimchi. the star of the show. Once that has been thoroughly combined, we're going to add, not all, but maybe a good tablespoon to start of our flavoring sauce. Just to give it that sort of spicy sweet kick. Okay, and I'm gonna go in, now you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of scooping it and pulling it out of the bowl because I'm gonna leave the bulk of this liquid inside the bowl. We don't need that, but I'll grab all the stuff and kind of pull it out. Alright, you thought I forgot it. No such luck. And just kind of evenly distribute this around. Mix that around. And you'll notice that this is a little bit of a stickier fried rice than your run-of-the-mill fried rice. As a result, you can't really eat a ton of it at one sitting because it's so rich, but it's so good. And I'm just going to add a little bit more of the flavoring sauce. I just want a little more kick in there. Let's get that plated. Let's take some of these. And if you feel fancy, you can take some and put them in ice water to curl them up. Finally, some sesame seeds. And there you go. Done. Okay, let's taste it. Oh, the pork belly is so good. Oh, that nice sort of funkiness from the kimchi. And the richness of the cheese. Now, of course, if you don't want it to be quite so rich, because really, what we got here is sort of a love child between fried rice and risotto. It's not quite as gooey and goopy as risotto, but it's not quite as fluffy and airy as fried rice. And that's of course because of the cheese and the fat and all this. This is a rich dish. And if you don't want it that rich, or you're just not a fan of American cheese, I understand, some people aren't. You can go with one slice, or honestly, go with no slices. And it just turns into a kimchi and pork fried rice, and it's still unbelievable. But the cheesiness for me, oh, I can't stop eating it. Isolation is killing my waistline, people. And there you go, kimchi's fried rice. It is rich, it is cheesy, porky, delicious. It really is huge on flavor. If you don't mind a bit of richness, again, like I said, if you do, you can adjust certain ingredients to suit your taste. But honestly, this is one of my personal, and maybe it's because I like strong flavors, but this is one of my personal favorite things that I make. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it as always. If you like this video, please do subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell so you know whenever I upload a new video, and I'll see you back here again with something new. Take care.